Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Concern Podcast, where we unpack political, social, economic, and cultural stories shaping our world. I am Emmanuel Taban. Now, last night, custom market was consumed by fire. So many traders. I've seen lots of posts on Facebook and other social media platform where some of the traders expressing their dismay, expressing their sadness because their shops were burned. And the most saddest thing is that when the fire was actually consuming the market, there's nothing that the city government did about it. The city council was helpless. They couldn't help stop that fire. And this clearly has exposed the level of poor urban governance by JCC or by Juba City Council. And I know that this is not the first time that fire has consumed the market or fire has consumed the market. If it is not the custom market, it's Konyo Konyo. If it's not Konyo Konyo, it's Gudele. Or even if it's not a market, it's in these residential areas. And I think over and over again, it looks like the city council has made deliberate efforts not to actually come out with very strong ways on how to put these preventable crises into an end. And this is unfortunate. And I feel that this is a high time that JCC comes out and start implementing very strong solutions to stopping this, this issue of frequent fire outbreaks. There's no way you collect taxes from traders almost on a daily basis, and there's nothing you're going to use that money in a way that can actually give more protection to these traders. If I pay taxes as a trader and I'm not getting any services from the taxes that I'm paying, what is the purpose? The ideal of giving taxes is such that the government gets back. This money is not going to do anything. This money comes back to the people in terms of services. That is the ideal of giving taxes, of paying taxes. But if at the end of the day, these taxes that are taken are not even helping the common people down there, so what is the purpose of collecting taxes? And I think there are major things now that JCC need to start doing. And number one, I feel that one of the reasons why there is, these fire outbreaks, when it happens, it becomes uncontrollable, is simply because there is absence of accessible water points that is close to the markets. There's no way you can stop fire from spreading if you don't have water. I'm not quite sure if there is the water brigade that is operating in Juba, but if at all there is, I bet that these people collect their water from very far sources that are not even within, maybe from the outskirts, in the outskirts of the city. And that is the major thing. Or sometimes you see that when the fire is spreading and these people are called, they come, but they have limited water. So that is the problem. And sometimes these water sources, as I say, they're located far away from the city. And in the process of getting the water, I think it gives the fire that luxury to spread so fast. So I think one of the things that needs to be done, places like markets that are seen at a very high risk of being affected by this outbreak, needs to have accessible water points. Water points need to be planted around this place such that in case of fire outbreaks, this water can easily be accessed and they can be used to actually get rid of this fire spreading. That is one major thing. The government of JCC really has to work on the water infrastructures within the city. That is one major thing. But also one of the most important things that needs to be done is about maybe, when we see most of these markets, Konyo custom, most of them are, growing without any layout plan. There's no manner in which these markets are built in a proper way. And because of this, and you feel that there's no space for emergency, no access whatsoever. And also, most of these markets are built with materials that can easily, spread the fire so fast. That is one of the things. And I feel this is what the city council as well needs to do, they need to establish some fire safety measures. And one of these things that they need to start maybe looking at the material used for building these markets, so that they creating some safety, so that in case fire breaks out in the market or in any place, I mean, it won't spread so fast, because some of the materials that are used for building these buildings in the markets, they easily make the fire spread so fast. So I think it's high time that the city council needs to regulate on materials used for building. If you desire to own a shop in the market, then you should meet some specific standard, so that it doesn't pose lives of other traders at risk. That is one major thing. And also, I believe that one other reasons why there is this rampant outbreak of fires is that some of these are caused by electrical installation, poor electrical installation. And I think JCC also need to establish an inspection unit, the market inspection unit, where it comprises of certified electricians. And these people, from one day or another, they have to go and do inspection in all these shops and find out if there's a kind of, poor connection that is being electrically installed in those shops. I mean, some of these, as I said, some of these fires are caused by these poor connections of electrical wires and all kind of stuff. So JCC need to establish some fire inspection or inspection units that is mainly a composition of certified electricians who at some point will go through the shops and see that the electrical wirings are in a very right way, are installed rightly, so that they don't pose a threat to the shops in this market. These are some of the things that they really have to do, or JCC has to do, because it really doesn't make any sense when a city government in the names of JCC just watch fires spreading in a market such as last night, and there's nothing they can do to help. I mean, it's so embarrassing. But also, I feel that there is need to carry out some investigation in case there is fire outbreak. JCC just doesn't have to sit and relax at the end of the day and not concerned about what caused this. They have to go into the depth of the cause of this fire outbreak, find out what it caused, so that it provides measures on how to reduce in the next possible outbreak. There's need for investigation to be done, and also those people who might have caused this fire outbreak, maybe due to poor installation or even deliberate efforts just to cause this, these people are made accountable. They are actually brought to book. So they need to do that. So these are some of the things that I feel that JCC needs to do it. And if they start doing this, probably the amount of fire outbreak spreading in the city and this market will be reduced. So it's unfortunate though for those who have lost their property last night, and we console with you and sorry for whatsoever happened to yourself. And yeah, but this is my take on the issue of the fire outbreak that happened last night at Custom Market. Thank you so much. And for those who have not subscribed to this channel, please do so. Subscribe, like, comment, and share if you like with your colleagues and your friends. It's a way of making this channel grow. Thank you so much. My name is Emmanuel Taban. Until next time, this is the Concern Podcast.